Hello, my lovely friends. This is Marta from Drop of Sunshine, and welcome in my studio. My friends, today I am coming with the inspiration. I've just released a quick video clip with this collection from Olga Direktorenko, which is now released from the Craft Stash. And today I will show you this 4 cards I've made additionally also, and this is the idea similar to the one I've showed you on my Friday live. And from this moment I want to take a second and actually say a huge thank you to all of you, my friends, for watching my Friday live, for supporting me, for your lovely comments. I just had a quick flip through. I haven't got a chance to reply and like all of them yet because right after the live I went to work. I was working the afternoon shift as I did the swap to have the time off for the live, and then I was working today morning, so I'm just sitting down and I actually already start recording this video voiceover, but I truly wanted to say a huge thank you, so I've decided I re-record the beginning to let you know how much I love you and appreciate all of your support, my friends. So going back to the card, I've decided to do something a little bit different because I love doing this mixed media twist a little bit. Obviously, I was presenting you a little bit of the similar idea to try and look on the dice from different perspective. Do not use them in the first very obvious way, but just to try to see, am I able to actually come up with something different than just a die-cutted element and then attach it to the paper? And obviously, mixed media is this absolutely fantastic, style when you can experiment, when you can do this vintage, different, all sorts of the different looks, and it all could be distressed, not perfect. So this is a perfect exercise for you to stretch your dice, to stretch your elements you have in your studio, and just play and have a fun, just purely have a fun. What I did, I have these pieces of the plastic. I think it's similar material you actually use for a stencil. I've bought it years ago and I thought I've seen it idea. I won't be able to even tell you where did I seen it because it was years ago. I think I've got this pack for like 4 years or something. I've seen it on YouTube. Someone took the foil, die cut their own dies from the plastic and use it as a stencil. And I really wanted to do it. And when I spot the pack in the store, I've instantly bought it. However, when I came home and I was trying to put it through a spellbinder machine and then a big shot, it wasn't really cutting because this foil is very thick, so it was only just leaving a mark and just to squish the plastic basically. So I just left it aside, and then recently I upgrade to the Gemini machine, which is very powerful. It's the pressure is much stronger than manual die cutting machine. So I've decided at some point, because we were just moving from one house to another, and I was moving all of my stuff, I found a lot of the things which I forgot I had, and I found this plastic packaging. And I thought I will give it another go. And this actually worked perfectly on the Gemini machine. It's just cut through like a butter. So I've created myself some stencil. And here you can see I've got 3 distress inks. The color was old paper, brushed corduroy. I never know how to say that correctly, so I'm sorry about that. And then rusty hinge. And using this stencil, I just color it here and there randomly. Every card a little bit different. Then I stamp with the brown ink. I think it was like archival potting soil. And then I have this brownish color spray from the Ranger as well. And I just sprayed a couple bits here and there just to add additional color. So as you can see, I have 4 different backgrounds created from the same materials. Some of them too, I've decided to actually leave a little bit of the white area, and then the other 2 make it a little bit darker. And here is another of the crafty goodies I recently discovered. This is this expanding mousse. This is a lovely texture paste from the Nuvo, and you can use it in two different ways, my friends. If you leave it to dry just like that, without adding any heating tool, it will just dry nicely as any other texture paste, and that's it. However, if you decided to heat it up straight after you put it through your mask, and this will be still wet, and you will use your heating tool to actually dry it this way, the product will start expanding. It will be like puffing, like, you know, you put your cake in a oven and it's just start growing. So this paste will really like get this dimension. It will become a little bit like a more crumbly, like a uneven texture. It's not gonna be as smooth as normally texture paste is. So it's really nice product. This will give you a different result dependingly how you're gonna be using it. You can also sprinkle it with the embossing ink or with some glitter a little bit, and then maybe just heat it up. I actually never try it with the glitter if it's gonna be shredding after, but I'm guessing that once it's gonna be growing, it will like add it on to, you know, it will stick to the paste. And now I also decided I want to have a little bit shine, so the great solution for that is to using a stamp. I purposely do not mount my stamp on the stamping block because I want to have this uneven, just very distressed look. And here you can see I am sprinkle it with the gold embossing powder. This is just a regular, actually it's a fine, very fine, let me find the packaging. It's a metallic gold rich super fine embossing powder from Wow. This is exactly the same embossing powder which you can usually see in a store, in a stores in a small packaging, this little pots. I actually really love using the gold embossing powder, so I just ordered it directly from the Wow page, and they had those big containers. So if I'll find the link, I will add it to the description down below so you could see. And if you think you're stamping a lot and using the lots of the embossing powder, then definitely it's worth to invest to have this bigger jar, because that way it will go much longer way for you. And here you can see I've dried it. I've got this nice shininess and sparkliness, and I really enjoy it. How it's turning out at this point. So once I have all my 4 panels ready, I've decided to add additional die cut elements, and for that I'm just looking for the perfect die. There is a lot to choose from. Each set contains 3 panels in 3 different styles. You've got the one set for the DL size card and the other one for the slimline, and I've decided to choose this lovely lacy pattern, which I absolutely love, and I cut it from the white cardstock. This is just a regular white cardstock. I believe it's 250 GSM, so it's a little bit thicker, but this die just cut beautifully. I wanted to use a slightly thicker card because I knew I will be using the elements not entirely attached. I just want to keep them loose on my card, so I didn't want to use too thin cardstock, so it's not going to be too flimsy. And here you can see I've just tear the paper a little bit here and there just to give it a little, like, you know, some distressed look, and have those pieces. However, later on in a minute you will see me coloring those pieces, because I've decided that they're not really popping as much as I would like to. But before that, I am also choosing to cut the frame, and there is a circle frame in the set, and there is a square one, and I've decided to go with the square because I think it will just look nicely and add some additional interest, because normally I'm using the circle, like for my toppers and for my sentiments I would use a circle. Oh, sorry, my son has just got back from a walk, so I'll get back to you in a minute, my friends. So I'm sorry I had to take a little break, but now I'm back and I hope to finish this video so I could upload it today for you, my friends. And here you can see I'm taking this blue color, like a blue teal color paint, which I'm also mixing up a little bit with the Distress Oxide ink, just to make it a little bit like a one tone darker. And I really love how this blue color is standing out from this white and brown background. I think the blue and brown color combination is one of my favorite. You can see it throughout all my cards and designs, and even like a design paper I'm creating. There's lots of brown and blues as well. So I just seems to love those two color combined together. So going back to the card, I have this little square frame from the set, and that really gave this nice very even frame, which is I really like the die, this type of the dice, because you can try to recreate the same look with the nesting dice, but there is very, like, sometimes we're not able to glue them perfectly together, so this frame is a little bit off. I don't mind generally. It's not something I'm paying too much attention to. However, having this die, it really makes the job much easier than trying to stick two dies together, and then once you release the paper, sometimes you can detach those dies, and then next frame you cutting, it's 1 millimeter off or something, and it would not really matter if you're having like a single frame on each card. But if you're doing like a gluing 2-3 elements together to make them like a thicker, like a chipboardy look or something, it's better to have this even frame, which are absolutely fantastic. I really love those squares. And now I am creating some sentiments. I will be stamping them in the same teal color ink, and then I will be adding a little drop of the embossing powder. The embossing powder I have, it's semi-transparent, it's from the Moon Glow company, and the color is blue gold, is very pale blue with this pearlescent like a shininess. I really love it. I don't think the company Moon Glow is operating, but if I find some similar color, I will give you a link as well down below so you could see it. And I think the way those cards turning out, it's really nice, and I absolutely love it. And this is one of the idea I have for using the dice, especially larger panels. I really love to use them as masks, as this tier pieces element. I think it's just brings the whole new game. And when you look on a card, firstly, you can't see actually the whole pattern. Like if I would just show you the card and then show you the packaging of the die, you would have to like look a minute just to figure it out. Oh yeah, it's actually made from this die. So that way, creating something new, something unexpected, it's really stretch your supplies. So definitely something I recommend you to play, to have this free time and play in this mixed media world, when you mix and match paints, texture, pastes, embossing powders, and all the mediums. Nothing has to be perfect. There is lots of splashes, there's lots of a distress edges and uneven surfaces. So even if something will not go exactly as you plan, I'm pretty much sure it will be looking perfectly. And don't be scared, my friend. Experiment and just create. Give that creative juicing flowing, and allow yourself to make something which you never tried, which you never did. This was my story, and I must say that when I start creating, I firstly started from the card making, and that's fell in love with me instantly, and I still love it. Making cards is my forever favorite thing to do. And but I slowly start interesting myself with the mixed media. You know, like you watch different channels, and once you watch one YouTuber tutorial, then you have this like different videos like related to the one you just seen, and from time to time I was seeing this beautiful art, mixed media creation, like a home decor, but I was never even brave, like, oh, I don't have supplies. I was thinking that maybe I'll have to repurchase like a whole new bits, but it's turned out that to create something like a mixed media style, you don't really need to buy a whole bunch of new goodies. Obviously, once you create, once you craft, we as crafters, we tend to buy new products, try new things. So eventually our studio, our supplies are growing, and we are able to have and gather, like, different mediums and different things. But to be honest, to me, if you for the beginning, if you have the pack of the gesso, the box of the gesso, you will be able to use it as a paint. You will be able to mix it with your inks to get the colors. You will be able to mix it with the baby powder to get a texture paste. So you don't really necessarily have to buy the whole new range of the products, but eventually, slowly, if you're gonna be buying one thing a month or something, you will be able to gather yourself all these supplies and then create lovely cards from it. And like here, for many years I didn't had all of those supplies like inks and paste and different pieces. I'm just buying them occasionally. From time to time I'm allowing myself to buy a few bits, and that way over the time I really got her a lot. Like, obviously, I've been blessed to receiving a lot from the friends and other wonderful people who actually stand on my crafty way. So I've been blessed in that way. But just to let you know that don't feel yourself intimidated, and never ever, my friends, do not compare yourself to the other crafters. I've been in this place that for many years I was withdrawn myself, like I was feeling like, oh, I'm not ready to start the YouTube channel, I'm not ready to start a blog or to share my artwork. But now, being in a place I am now and having this wonderful opportunity and experience, I can only tell you from my heart, my friends, do not be afraid to share your artwork, to post that videos, make those like posts, show your artwork to everyone else, because if you have this dream in your heart that you would like to create, that you would like to join some design team and do something more with your crafting, definitely go for it. And I cross my fingers for you, and I pray for you that you will be able to fulfill your dreams and follow your path, and this spark in your heart you have for creating, because it's absolutely amazing. This is one of the best things happened to me in my life, of course, apart from my family and my wonderful friends. The crafting is very, very important, and I'm on my best way to make my dreams come true, to become a full-time artist designer. And this is, I want to tell you this from my heart, that do not be afraid, my friends. Follow your dreams and do all these things you have no courage to. Just try. And I guarantee to you that a crafting community is such a wonderful, especially in the craft world, it's such a wonderful community when everyone are supporting everyone. And this really has impacted my life. So for those of you who are considering whether you would like to join the craft world or not, definitely sign up over there, because there's so many wonderful friends who will help you lift and boost your strength and give you encouragement, like they given me encouragement every single day. And thanks to them, I've started designing. Thanks to them and their support, I think I was noticed by the Craft Stash company, and now I'm living my dream to being able to join their wonderful design team and work with the artists like Olga, like Christina, girls which I was admiring for a very, very long time. And I never ever even dream in my life that I will be in a chance to be in the same design team as they are. And it's absolutely wonderful. And this is my card. I've basically talked through the most of my video, but I wanted to share with you my thought that, my friends, never, don't give up your hopes. Just go, if you feeling you would like to do it and work craft, make it as your way for your life, and definitely go for it. And I'm encouraging you and I'm cheerleading you to go for your dreams. But going back to my card, my friends, as you can see, four of them, they're very similar style. Obviously I didn't want to make them identical, so that's why I altered the pattern in between them. Like some of them, they have a little bit more of the white space, some of them are whole brown, but I think they all look really nice and pretty. And I honestly don't know which one I would like to choose as my favorite one. I will give you a close-up photos at the end of this video so you could see it. All the links for the product I've used in this video are down below, so you can check them. And just to give you a little disclaimer, this is also affiliate links, so that's mean if you will decide to purchase something, I am receiving a small commission from the sale. This is not affecting your price at any point. You will still get the same price, and if you are a premium member of the craft world, you will still get your 10% off. It's just to let you know that the craft stash company is rewarding me with that little commission from the sale. Now another thing I would like to tell you, my friends, is that this paper discovery dies, they are currently on offer. And if you will decide to buy one of those bundles, the L size or the slimline one, you will get this stamp set, one of them, two, I think there's two to choose, one with the sentiments and one with the patterns, entirely for free. So this offer will be valid till next week, and once you add your product to the basket, then you can decide which one of the stamps you would prefer. So it's just something extra for you to gain as well once you're gonna be buying those dies. But just to let you know, I really feel that this is the wonderful dies, not only for the slimline cards but also for all types of the creation. Here you can see I've managed to create a lovely card set, and none of them doesn't look like a slimline card, and it's nothing alike the design were intend to be used initially. Obviously this is fabulous thing about the crafting, that we can all reinvent our supplies again and again and create something different. Here you have a few close-up look. I hope you enjoy the cards. Let me know which one is of your favorite one, and also give me a thumbs up if you like my video. Please share it with your friends to help me grow, and if you have your own YouTube channel, give me a shout as well. I would love to come and see your lovely creation and also give you some support, my friends. Thank you so very much with all my heart for everything, and I am wishing you all a fabulous day. Stay blessed, my friends. Bye bye.